when I criticize Scrubs, folks, or should I say Scrubs 2025?
Johnson.
You know when they do that, it's like things have been out for so long that there's a movie coming out. What's it called? And they're just calling it fuck, I forgot now. At this point, it's ridiculous.
Fokker-in-Law?
Nah, not Fokker-in-Law.
Okay.
But like, you know how they eventually just like give up and they're just like, you know how they did like Halloween 2019?
Yeah.
They just call it Halloween again.
They just
I guess
rename
they're
it.
just calling it Scrubs again, but it's the reboot.
There's
the
no need
Scrubs
to
reboot.
change the name, you know?
Well, they could have called it like,
I've been scarred enough with name changes on Scrubs, you know?
I don't know, because they had Med School.
Don't even say it.
That probably would have been a good name to call this new series. Because there is
they're back in the hospital.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, but like the interns are a huge part of the
But
reboot.
med school is what you have to do before you get to the hospital.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's the average experience in Scrubs. So, I actually do want to hear your sort of verdict. What do you feel about sort of...
Healy superstar there, Scooter.
Yeah, you think? I'm going to give you a heartfelt play-in for you to give a pitch as to what you liked about season 1.
Okay, go.
Oh, let me turn that down.
Well, I was hesitant going into it because I watched Scrubs and I think my final year at school or my second final year at school, so I had a good relationship with it, but I was watching it like a few weeks behind Aiden. So Aiden started it and I then started it. And I got into a bit of a race, I guess, with Aiden. I was like, I want to finish it before him. Let me stick it to this man.
Okay.
So I guess I didn't really watch it in like in the proper way that I should, because I was always just trying to stick it to the man, stick it to Aiden.
Of course. Rush it a little bit. But...
So I rushed it a little bit, and I don't think I ever gave that show the full time it deserved, which is why I've been thinking of actually rewatching it recently. Sorry, my hair's really bad today. I'm getting it bleached again next week. But I will say this, I now work for the NDIS, or at least the NDIS participant, and so I work in disability, and I found watching the show this time, again, I haven't seen The Pit, but, you know, I've actually found it quite relatable now because, you know, you and I, we work in care, and it can be a hard job, and there can be days that are really hard and stuff, and I think
that's true.
It's the first time I watched the show, and I've been in that job, and I think that really helped. Also, I thought, apart from maybe like 2 episodes, and it was only 9, to be fair.
Yeah, okay.
But I think 2, possibly 3 episodes, I thought the rest were actually generally really good, and I thought the final... Oh, this is my final little thoughts. I know the clock's ticking, but...
Oh.
I guess my thoughts on the final yesterday were generally all really positive. I will say, the only thing about the final that I thought was really bad and completely unnecessary and didn't need to be there, unfortunately, was the janitor stuff. That was so thrown in and kind of forgotten about.
Yeah.
There is one final scene at the end with the janitor, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an end credit scene, which they were doing way before fucking Marvel, by the way, before anyone goes, cringe.
Is that a Marvel reference?
Is that a Marvel reference, bro?
In my Scrubs show?
In my Scrubs? I generally thought the final was really good.
Wow. Okay.
I watched it last night and I was like, you know what? That was a really good final, and that was actually a really good reboot. Put it this way.
Back, baby.
Okay.
I've been saying for ages, I've been so much more excited for the Malcolm in the Middle reboot. I watched 2 episodes of the Malcolm in the Middle reboot. There's only 4 last week. I still haven't watched the final 2.
Oh, gosh.
Because it threw me off. It threw me off so much. So,
oh, gosh.
Anyway, Dan's the real Scrubs fan. So what did Dan think?
Well, no, I'm glad to hear that you said that. I mean, I found it so far. I have really enjoyed the Scrubs just being back. I like that kind of weekly, like, new episodes. I agree with you that not every episode has been strictly a banger, but there's been a lot of fun, and even in the episodes that are weaker, like there's some good gags. I think generally the cast is like pretty good. You know, I saw this post on.
Man, I missed this.
I think it was on the Scrubs subreddit or something. Scrub Reddit.
Scrubs Reddit.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody was like,
That's funny, Scrub Reddit.
Look, it's. I think they did a pretty good job at balancing like older cast returning. I would have liked to see a little bit more, but I do kind of. I think they justified it in a way, not having the original cast in it as much. Although I do think they got, like, Carla, I think... I was worried about Carla not getting sort of enough time on the show, but I feel like she got a good hearing.
Well, Aiden told me, it's crazy.
Season.
So, because she was doing another show...
Oh, really?
They had to, like... She was flying back and forth
Wow.
to different states.
No shit.
That's why she wasn't in it as much.
Because they shot in Vancouver.
Yeah, so she was doing another show, and same with Dr. Cox. He was doing another show as well.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, with that circumstance, I'm really happy that they included her as much as they did. And Cox, like, I get why they didn't have him more a part of the show. It'd be nice to see him make a bit more of a return if there's more.
Really super start there, Scooter.
Yeah, but, you know, we'll see. So, in terms of the season as a whole, I think it worked pretty well. As far as reboots go, I think that it kind of succeeded in doing what it's supposed to do. Like, not just bring back things for sort of OG fans to enjoy.
I'm back!
But kind of create, like, a new thing that actually kind of is relevant in 2026, and it doesn't just feel like it's a retread, you know, like they are telling stories that you could only tell in 2026, and I kind of like that. I think that's really interesting. Unfortunately, I agree about the janitor thing. I think it was nice to see him back, but they didn't really use him super well.
No, and I'm so surprised.
And, you know, for some of the episodes you had said that maybe it feels a little bit short or a little bit too tight. I felt that a little bit with the finale. I would have liked, like, that was probably the episode most where I would have liked the scenes to be able to breathe just a little bit more. But, you know, outside of that, I do kind of respect the strict adherence to the 23-minute kind of runtime. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I think it sort of did its job. I liked it. I don't think it was, like, perfect, but I think it was a pretty good comeback. And I would be curious to see more.
Yeah, I agree. I think along with Gavin and Stacey and their reboot they did, or at least they only did reboot specials and they did two. I think this is the only other one I've seen that really did just capture the vibe of the old show, but also welcomed the new. Yeah,
coming back, but also continuing.
Yeah, you know? I got to give it to them. They did it well.
There seems to be a lot of vocal enjoyment and support for the show online. So I wouldn't be surprised if it gets renewed just on the basis of how popular it's been. You know, I don't know.
No Ted renewal, but Scrubs
we'll
Series
get more
2,
Scrubs.
baby.
I don't know what the ratings are like. I haven't really looked into that much. I guess so much of that now is Disney Plus streams and all that. So
which we'll never see.
You can never really know, I guess. But yeah.
I would be shocked if it didn't get renewed.
Come on, Bill. Bill can't walk into the office and say, "I'm Bill Lawrence. Give them another season, damn it."
I generally would be shocked.
I'm John Dorian.
If they didn't get a second series.
Well,
that's one other little thing I would say for the final. The ending, like the last 2 minutes, I think they could have been one extra little thing to keep people wanting to see more for a series 2.
Yes.
I'm talking about a little bit of a... Because one of the things with, like, two of the interns are, like, on and off, and it kind of ends very... It's sweet. They're like, oh, we actually really like her. I feel like...
But it's a very neat, happy ending.
It's a nice bow on it, and I feel like if they kept that... Maybe if they saw like her hooking up with someone else, like I think that would be maybe just a little thing just to keep the fire going a little bit.
I would have liked to, because they definitely in season finales past have like done a little surprise thing. Oh no, how are they going to deal with it next season?
The series 1 final was notorious for that, which is a fantastic final. But the way they ended it, I think they were just conscious that, like, if it gets cancelled,
I feel like that'll probably be a pretty satisfying
Yeah.
end on the show. So I appreciate it in that sense, but I guess it sucks that it's so uncertain these days as to
What
whether
can
your
I
show
do for you there, oldie?
is going to get more seasons. But
That's
hey,
the weird thing with
that's
it, because
TV.
they would have had to have shot that final being like, look, we really don't know if this is going to do well.
you know.
And in a way, I guess it could be a final.
Mm.
It definitely went places I wasn't expecting, and I'll give it that.
Yeah,
And for that, I say what's Roger Ebert's? Is it 4
4
stars?
out of 4? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a good 3 out of 4.
Wow.
The Roger Ebert
Okay.
rating.
We do the most good we can.
It's like if people watch Scrubs for the first time and they say, "Should I give the reboot a shot or is it crap?" I'd be like, "No, definitely." I definitely say it was. There's more things in it that are good than are bad.
Yeah. If I had to do the Ebert scale, I'd probably go 3 out of 4 as well. I'm honestly close to a 4 out of 4 because it was pretty.
It's good to be back.
It was pretty like elite. And by the way, funnily enough, Kath did say of the finale that my girlfriend said that it was the weakest for her.
Let's go.
Of the episodes, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she said that. And I didn't.
Why?
I guess she felt. I think, like I said about it being a bit rushed, I think she felt like she wanted more time with some of the finale moments.
Fair enough.
Like she just said the pacing felt a little bit, fast.
Which is funny
Quick
because
snap.
like last week's set up a lot for this week.
Yeah, yes.
So-
yeah. It was like as close as you can get to like a 2-part finale
Pretty much.
in the network TV sort of realm. Okay, well, that's the Scrubs reboot. Thank you for
Yeah, maybe try a different approach.
yeah, thank you for listening. What is that about our view count?
Yeah, maybe try a different approach.
Well, thanks folks for listening to our thoughts on the Scrubs reboot.
You two idiots are perfect for each other.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?